Our journey takes root in Branch, a salt-sprayed sanctuary nestled along the rugged Cape shore. Though it sits 150 kilometers from the bustle of St. John's, the road there is a pilgrimage through wild landscapes that reward the traveler with a glimpse into a living past. Often whispered to be the most Irish corner of our province, Branch was first carved from the wilderness in the late 1700s by Thomas Nash, a man who carried the spirit of Cork Kilkenny across the Atlantic. More than 3 centuries have weathered these shores, yet time has failed to hush the echoes of the old world here. The Irish lilt still dances on the breath of the locals, as vibrant and enduring as the sea. With a heart much larger than its population, Branch defines what it means to be community. Our journey carries us south to the boot of the island, the storied Burin Peninsula. Tucked away like a secret is Beau Bois, a name that translates softly from French as beautiful woods. Once a bustling sanctuary for mariners in the 1800s, this protected harbor remains a serene escape just moments from Marystown, a hidden gem that promises to enchant the eye and still the heart. It is a small haven with a resounding heart. The spirit of Beau Bois is vast. Volunteers ensure the community's pulse remain vibrant as you have Easter egg hunts in the spring, Beau Bois days in the summer, spooky beachside Halloweens, and the golden glow of bonfire night in the fall. Their legacy is the annual motorcycle ride. Every year you hear the thundering sound of motorcycles rolling through the hills in support of the Children's Wish Foundation. In Beau Bois, you find a poignant truth. A tiny village can leave a monumental mark. There is a specific kind of magic in a place that knows its worth without needing to shout it. Portugal Cove is a coastal whisper tucked into the rugged embrace of Conception Bay, a quiet guardian standing just north of the city's hum. Historically, it was the northern gateway, the threshold where the road ended and the salt spray journey began. Long before the asphalt ribbons of modern highways, this was the vital link to the iron heart of Bell Island. Even today, as the ferry cuts its familiar path through the swell, you can feel the thread of continuity, a bridge of water that remains unbroken by time. The name itself carries the weight of centuries, echoing back to the 1500s and the Portuguese fishermen who sought sanctuary in their sheltered nook. You can still find that seafaring soul down by the water's edge. It lives in the weathered wood of the fishing stages and tireless silver cries of gulls that served as the cove's soundtrack for 500 years. People move here for the breath, for the woods at their back door, and the rhythm of a slower clock. If St. John's is the loud storyteller, colorful and grand, then Portugal Cove is the quiet listener. It has seen the seasons turn and the tides retreat, confident in its silence, needing nothing more than the sea at its feet. Perched where the earth abruptly surrenders to the Atlantic, Bauline is a whisper of a town held fast by the rugged bones of the Avalon Peninsula. Just a short journey north of the city's hum, this small outpost remains a sanctuary of salt and silence, home to a few hundred souls who live in rhythm with the tides. The town is carved into 16 square kilometers of defiance. Here the Killick coast rises in a vertical drama of high rocky cliffs and steep emerald hills. It is a landscape of sharp edges and deep breaths, where the shoreline is battered by the spray of a relentless ocean and the wind carries the ancient scent of the deep. Bauline's story is written in the language of the 19th century fishery. Originally a summer haven for those chasing the elusive cod, it first appeared in the chronicles of 1864 as a mere scattering of families. Whether its name echoes in the French Bauline or it speaks in heavy lines of early whalers, its identity has always been anchored to the water. It remains a classic Newfoundland outport, a place where the houses cling to the hillsides like barnacles to a hull,